Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Stanley. Welcome everybody to DanganRonpa V3 Chord 2 Chapter 2. Currently going to be taking on the trial here. Let's go ahead and visit the handbook and look over some of the truth bullets. Yeah, I can't even speak right now. Truth bullets. Sorry, been a long day. So, finishing the night off with some DanganRonpa. Okay, so what do we got here for Monokuma file? The victim of the Ultimate Tennis Pro is the Ultimate Tennis Pro Ryoma Hoshi. Victim's body was discovered in the gym. Cause of death was drowning. Afterwards, the victim's body was consumed by piranhas until only the bones remained. Which we can note that he was drowned first, and then he was eaten by piranhas. Piranha tank. The water tank that held the piranhas inside was kept by the Ultimate Magician's lab in the Ultimate Magician's lab and was carried over by Kaito, Kibo, Himiko, and Angie. So that would be the four people that would know about it. Kaito, Kibo, Himiko, and Angie. Not all those people. Kibo was with us during the bug meet and greet. Himiko was with us during bug meet and greet, and Angie was. Kaito wasn't, which is why he's still under suspicion for me in particular. During the magic show was hung over the water escape tank, using the control panel from the stage light. Only the front side of it was made out of glass. The other side was made out of wood. It looked like there was no lid from the start. There could be also an opening from the back that we don't know of. Granted, we only got to inspect a little bit. Marked window frame. The window frame on the top window of the gym, it had distinct abrasions as if it was scratched by something, probably by the rope from the tennis net. There was the same distinct abrasion on the window frame of the Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab window. The window faced the pool and gym. Got cramped piranhas that ate Ryoma. Before the magic show, Angie said it looked like there were more piranhas compared to when she prepared for the show the night before. So that means the piranhas were kind of stuffed against the window more like it, rather than more piranhas actually being there. So they kind of were crammed in there a little bit. Scratch handcuffs. Locked handcuffs that were in a water tank for the Underwater Escape Act. Since it was made out of stainless steel, it was difficult to leave any marks, but small scratches were still visible. Seemed to have been taken out from the shower room in the Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab. Square glass pane. A square glass pane that was the bottom of the piranha tank where Ryoma's body had appeared. The other bits of glass were shattered, but this pane remained perfectly square. I believe this was one that actually fell down on the bottom of the water, and that was the one that was part of the water tank, perchance. That's what I'm thinking here. Wet staircase. Behind the stairs that led up to the stage, there was a puddle. The stairs themselves were not wet in certain places. It doesn't seem like the stairs could have gotten wet when the water tank broke. That's most likely where Himiko came out of. Now, before Shuichi and some of the others were forced to stay in the Ultimate Entomologist lab by Gonta, who was tricked by Kokichi. Himiko and Angie were brought in 5 minutes to 9 PM. Kokichi left the lab at 9 PM. We look at 8:55 though arrived, and then from 9 to 11, it was just all of us except Kokichi. Shuichi and the others were forced to participate in the insect meet and greet until after 11 PM. So the only person not accounted for right now is Kokichi. I don't believe Kokichi have done it though, however. During the magic show, and when the timer hit 20 seconds, Gonta went up to the top of the stage. No one was in a tank during the time. Gonta didn't notice Ryoma inside the tank until after the piranhas were released. That means he would have dropped in with the piranhas, I would say. Water tank trick. Hatch near the top that opens the water escape tank, which is probably where Himiko comes out from in order to escape the water. According to Kokichi's account, immediately after Kokichi left the Ultimate Entomologist lab at 9 PM, last night he was caught by Kirumi at the entrance hall. He stayed with her until 10 PM. After he went to the dorms and returned to the Ultimate Entomologist lab at 11 PM, he saw the figure of a girl in lingerie wandering around the courtyard a few times, which I think was probably Miyu streaking or something. Maki was standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her dorm room only during nighttime. I kinda believe that. Witnessing Ryoma. The last person who saw Ryoma was Gonta. He was around 8 PM last night. Miyu also saw Ryoma 30 minutes before that. The sink in the Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab, it looked large enough to fill a good amount of water into it. There were small scratches on it, as if it was scraped by something. Tennis net cable found on the ground in the Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab. The tennis net cable was properly set up when Shuichi came to the lab the first time around, but the wire had been taken out later. The wire was around 50 feet in length, and we know that Kaito knows it because apparently he said he did tennis at the time, and Ryoma was like the hero, the star of all tennis middle schoolers, tennis playing middle schooler back in the day. we still gotta keep in mind the fact that Kaiju knows all this data and know this information. Black piece of fabric, a piece of fabric that was floating in the pool. At first glance, it looked like trash, but it's probably a piece of Ryoma's clothing. Pool rules: entering the pool is prohibited during nighttime, which is why he didn't enter the pool. He was actually probably dropped on that little on the floater, on the donut. Forgot what they called it anymore at this point. Anyway, let's go and begin the trial, y'all. Let's begin the trial. Start the class trial? Yes, let's do it. Class trial in session. Let's do it.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, let's get this crazy awesome to the max trial underway!
I think we all know who the most suspicious one is. It's...
Let's combine our power and work together, everyone!
The person who's most suspicious is...
Now lend me your energy, everyone, so we can catch the culprit!
She's trying to stop him from saying Himiko.
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit can only be...
Hey-ya! I'm in top form today!
Yep, I see what's going on.
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me!
Huh? I'm not interrupting you! Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E.
Himiko seems suspicious.
And even Angie points it out.
Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko?
Well, if you really think about it, Angie's taking a particular approach. See, Himiko is the one not telling us how the trick works. If she were to tell us how the trick works, then we would even have to suspect Himiko regarding the trial whatsoever. But because she's not telling about us, and because Angie probably doesn't know how the trick actually works out, she probably is also able to objectively see that it is a little suspicious that Himiko is able to escape the place, and then suddenly Ryoma appears out of nowhere, and Himiko is just fine.
Aren't you her friend?
I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me. He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive. You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all.
Ooh.
Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me. I'll protect Himiko!
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
It does.
Ryoma died during Himiko's magic show.
His body appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part. It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one performing the trick.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape wasn't a trick.
It was magic, wasn't it?
It was magic.
Called it.
It's not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
Magic, huh? That's so cool. What a mysterious miracle. Now, did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession.
Stop it! There's no way any of that is true!
It's true, though. Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma. But I still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
There's no trick. That really was magic.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Oh, stop it. If you don't reveal your trick now, then we'll vote you as the culprit.
Stop picking on Himiko! A cute tiny flower like her couldn't kill anyone.
I get that you want to defend her, but that might be a bit much.
As expected, the others suspect Himiko. But I have my doubts. Can't let this case get derailed by misunderstandings. I'm the ultimate detective, so it's up to me. Let's do it. Let's do it, dude. We got it. We gotta figure out what's going on here. We gotta figure out what's going on here. Come on, Shuichi. Monokuma file number 2, scratches handcuffs, square glass
Atua
panel,
has blessed
and
me with an epiphany.
water tank trick.
The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
Ah, and he was eaten alive!
Eaten to bone by piranhas. Savage way to go.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape was no trick, it's magic.
We heard you the first time, Titless. No one cares.
Jesus Christ, I missed Miyu. I actually missed Miyu. She's so brass, it's actually refreshing. I'm not even kidding, yeah. It's actually really refreshing. Ryuma's body was eaten by the piranhas that fell into the tank. That is a fact. That doesn't mean it was the case of death.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany. The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
Ah, and he was eaten alive!
Not alive!
That's wrong!
He was not eaten alive, he drowned before he was eaten alive.
No, Ryoma's death was not caused by the piranhas. The Monokuma file indicates the cause of death is drowning.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
Ooh, I see. I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's news to me.
Really? It's given to everybody. What do you mean you haven't checked it?
You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male.
So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No, Himiko only had 60 seconds to escape from the tank. Even if they changed places at the start of the show, that's insufficient time to drown someone.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
When did Ryoma drown? It was obviously before the show started. Yep, I would say before the show started.
That's it!
That was the only possibility.
Ryoma was already drowned before the show started. Agreed. Before being eaten by the piranhas, he made no attempt to escape the water. To be precise, he made no movements whatsoever. Yes. By that point, he had already joined the ranks of the dead.
Could that mean his body was hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
Hidden? Where?
The culprit would have had to hide the body near the tank and then show it during the act.
Easier said than done.
Was there a place on stage where the culprit could have hid the body?
There was.
Oh wait! Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
'Cause it's magic.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Shut up.
Himiko is committed to her act, but those who deal in dreams are oft liars.
Why is everyone still picking on Himiko? You're all worse than a drunk dad's ramblings.
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
Man, we gotta figure out how the trick works to find where the body was hidden.
But Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
I'm trying to hold it in so much because I got so many things I want to talk about at the same time, and I'm trying to find a good break for me to actually voice my thoughts. But that point about the drunk dad's ramblings, that was actually kind of funny. I believe Himiko, this is my calling, I think Himiko uses the fact that it's magic in order to hang on to something deeper, that something happened to her life or in her life, maybe interacting with people or peers or something that caused her to stick to magic being her, almost a defense mechanism, saying something is magic and saying she's able to do things because of magic almost as a defense mechanism. I think there's actually a lot behind that we don't know much about Himiko just yet that I want to learn. I really do want to learn.
Then let's work together to reveal the secret behind Himiko's trick!
So, not real magic?
No, it was real magic. 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 Magic.
She's gonna magic us to believe it's magic.
Oh no! It's Himiko's curse! Her curses are really powerful!
Aren't incantations usually more, complicated than that?
She's trying to do a Jedi mind trick. Anyway, we first need to determine how Himiko performed the trick. If you can't figure that out, this case is going nowhere. Okay, we got a couple of things. It has to be the trick, right? It has to be the little gate, little doorway. Scratches hang out, scratch canvas, crap
How
piranhas.
did Himiko escape the water tank?
Go to the count, water tank trick.
Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps the mechanism was set up on the stage.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Maybe the tank had a secret hatch.
It did! It did.
I agree.
There we go. Thank you, Maki, for pointing it out. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. It certainly did.
Maki is correct. There was an escape hatch on that tank.
I see. So it did have one.
That's right. I discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab. There was a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
Mind over strength!
And Tanko wants to challenge us on that one. Oh,
No! Your logic is all wrong, Shuichi.
really now?
What do you mean?
And you don't even know why you're wrong either. Typical degenerate male.
Okay, look, alright. I'm sick of you saying degenerate male. Listen to us. Shuichi has a logic here, woman. Shuichi has the logic here he's using. He's not just saying it out, just not pulling it. He's not just pulling it out of his ass. Just listen for a minute. Jesus Christ, Tanko.
I'll smash in your face with my fists of hot burning steel!
Alright, time to duel Tanko for this. Showdown, truth bullet. Alright, what kind of blades we got here? Contact with staircase?
The
Gotta be
side
with
of the tank
staircase.
being open doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
Shit. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. We can keep going.
Wait a second. Before you punch me, what makes you so sure she didn't?
Exactly.
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
There was some.
I'll cut through your words.
There was water right next to the staircase through the doorway where it got out from. Well, I'm doing a lot better this time
There was a
around.
reason the room wasn't flooded with water.
I'm actually sitting here and realizing that I'm actually having a much easier time doing these kind of things than I usually do before. I usually have such anxiety attacks over this, but for some reason I have almost like a clear mind this time around. I think I'm finally achieving a moment where I'm understanding the situation a little bit, at least in the beginning, having a slight grasp on it, so I'm able to follow through with all this. Either that, or this case is a lot easier than I think it is.
The staircase that was attached to the water tank. Try to remember how the staircase was positioned. It was aligned perfectly with the tank's escape hatch, meaning the water tank was connected to the inside of the staircase.
Inside staircase? His body was in stairs?
Knowing that, it's clear how Himiko made her escape from underwater. There was a curtain covering the tank during the performance, allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
So how do you get out from the staircase?
The staircase also has an escape hatch, one facing away from us. It's placed so that the water would not drain from the staircase.
In which case, a person could exit and leave water inside the staircase.
However, that person would be soaked, meaning that some trace should be left.
That would explain why there was a puddle around the stairs.
So when Himiko came out from the stairs, her wet clothes dripped water all over.
Ha ha, bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed!
Ooh. The shit that Miyu says, especially when it's sexual, it's... Ooh. It's well timed. Miyu has good punchlines regarding that. It's good, refreshing humor, perverted humor, good crass humor.
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
Oh god, now I gotta do voice again. Behold. Yeah, that was a horrible. Magic. Yeah. Behold, magnificent underwater escape. That was horrible as well. God, what?
Her clothes were definitely not wet.
Oh, I'm cringing myself. I'm actually cringing myself for doing that voice. That was the worst voice I've done. I'm losing my edge. I'm losing my edge. I need to... I'm losing my edge. I'm gonna start binging this game like crazy. From now on, I'm binging DanganRonpa like crazy so I don't lose the edge in the voices. Maybe I'm getting sick. I hope I'm not though. Whatever.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
No, magic had nothing to do with why her clothes weren't wet. She never went to the water, she dried off quickly, changed uniform. That'll be the only way.
That's it! It's because she changed her uniform.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
I remember seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
The magic is falling apart, Himiko.
Ah! Why would you say that?
I see. She had a towel too. She may not have had time to fully dry her hair. But her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Himiko can't get wet, because her body repels water.
Huh? Like a duck?
Is Himiko a duck now?
Himiko, come on. Give it up already.
Fine. You win.
Aww. You know, I kind of feel bad. I mean, this is important for the trial and everything, but I really do feel bad that we have to break away the magic behind Himiko's magic, you know? I really do feel bad. I really do feel bad. Because, like, this is her thing. And it's like we've taken it away from her.
It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
But that doesn't mean I used them. I didn't need them, because I used my magic.
Again with the magic crap. Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
Now that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
Yeah, let's.
Yes, let us proceed. Where did the culprit hide Ryoma's body? From our discussion earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
But that's where Himiko would escape from, right?
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
God damn it, Miyu! God damn it! Oh my god, god damn you, Miyu! Oh. This woman, god damn it! Oh my god, Miyu! Oh my god! I don't think no. Definitely Ryoma was not in the staircase. That's for sure. I don't think it would be able to fit two. Both Ryoma and Himiko are both tiny, but the staircase spacing is really small.
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for two people to fit in there.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko in there. Who says they went in together? She could have made the switch as she was leaving the tank. At the same time, she could have pulled out the body from inside the stairs. way, she'd have room to put herself in there. See how easy that is?
There is a conundrum
I
behind
think
that.
that explains how Himiko changed places with Ryoma's body.
Wait a minute! Why did you automatically assume it was Himiko?
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
Himiko's back on chopping block. I really don't want to keep pressuring her because I don't think it's Himiko that done it.
Angie, you spent more time with Himiko than any of us, so why are you accusing her?
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit? We'll all die, and it will be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees. Are you okay with that, Tenko?
I'm totally fine with that.
What?
I don't care what anyone says. Himiko would never murder someone. That's what I believe more than anything. I want to believe in her, no matter what. If I can't do that, then I'd rather just die. So until this body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
That's a dangerous mentality to have for this particular game. I'm not sure if Tenko is understanding the gravity of this entire situation. Going to count insect
The
and
only
meeting
one
read.
who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs and simply switched places with it.
Are you telling me you saw that happen?
No one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
I didn't do it, I swear.
Did no one see anything? When the timer hit 20 seconds, Gonta went up to the top of the stage. No one was in the tank. During the time, Gonta didn't notice Ryoma inside the tank until after the piranhas were released.
Ryoma's corpse wasn't in the staircase.
Quit lying, you donkey-lipped con artist!
Oh,
She's
Jesus.
not lying!
She's not lying.
She's not a con artist and she doesn't have donkey lips!
It is possible that Himiko and Ryoma switch places in the water, but I feel like I'm forgetting an important point.
The only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs
She didn't drag out the body exactly. No.
and simply switched places with it.
But we can't counter that.
Are you telling me you saw that happen?
No one could have seen that.
Seen that.
It would have occurred in the middle of the show,
The seeing
when
is
the
the
tank
matter.
was covered with a curtain.
The seeing is the matter here.
So basically, no one saw anything.
No one but Gonta.
That's wrong!
Aha, nice. Very nice. There we go. Gonta did see everything. The most
Someone
important
did see
details.
inside the tank. It was Gonta.
Gonta's account and Gonta's ability, Gonta's report of what he saw exactly word for word verbatim is what's gonna help solve the case.
Gonta had climbed onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above. Isn't that right, Gonta?
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
No one was in there?
Yeah, no one. Guess that clue no good, huh?
No, that's actually a great clue. Because if Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room in the staircase for both of them. But that means, if the tank was empty when Gonta looked, Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
What if they squeezed into that space with Ryoma's body to avoid getting caught?
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point, for the entire stage was hidden behind a curtain. To all but Gonta, anyway.
Then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body. Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
Someone better say where the fucking body was hidden, or I'm gonna start cutting throats!
What was Ryoma's body hidden? Where'd you pin that down? It's clear that it's not inside the staircase, but where? I know where. It was hidden in the fishing. It must have been hidden in the piranha tank, which is why it looked like there were more piranhas in there because it was so condensed against the window. Piranha tank, it has to be it.